we're going to move on. Our next act, I hope he doesn't mind me saying, it's his first ever time on stage. First ever time, but he's picked a beautiful crowd to come in front of. And he's going to come and do about 10 minutes of brand new, literally brand new comedy. So, Mel, can we have a round of applause? Oh, you're so keen, aren't you? You're really keen. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3. Please welcome to say, Gareth James.
Hi everybody. I'm Gareth, and yes, I am a virgin. I am a virgin to the stage, and I'm going to stand here now for 10 minutes and try and entertain you. And I know 10 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but this could possibly be the longest 10 minutes of your lives. Okay? So yes, and as you can probably tell from my accent, I'm from Wales. I'm a Welshman, living in Yorkshire. I married a Yorkshire lass, I suppose that's a saving grace there. But one of the things that I've experienced in living in England is when I talk to people, they always basically say, "You're Welsh." And the first thing that they always do is they always get really pleased when I say, "Yes, I am." Because we're basically, they always confuse it with Irish. So, they got it right, so that's always a good start for them. But then the next thing I always get, and you can ask any Welshman this, and they'll say this exactly the same thing. The next question that we always get is, "Can you speak Welsh?" Well, the answer is no. Because I found that if I say yes, that basically people go on then. And I end up having to basically bullshit some Welsh, because of course all of the English people understand Welsh perfectly well, don't you? Yeah. So, the next thing people usually say is, "I've been to Wales." That's nice. "Do you know Maratha Terfel?" What? I'm sorry, where? How do you say it? And they always expect me to know how to say it. I mean, what the fuck? Seriously, you've been there. You're the one who can't fucking pronounce it. So basically, I always end up going, yeah, of course, yeah. So then they always move on from there. They always say, the next most common thing is, "Can you say that long name place in Wales?" Again, the answer is always no now, because quite simply, if I say yes, they say, "Go on then." But I always find that whenever I say no, they always say, "Are you sure?" Yes, I'm sure. Love of God. So basically, one of the things that I like doing mostly when I go back to Wales is I like to go up to English people and go, "Oh, you're English." And then I ask them, do they know Knegesbergu? Because I've been there once. Right? I've been there once and I visited it. So another thing I like doing when I go back to Wales is I like to get I'm a bit slow with technology. I don't tend to be up to speed. I only got Facebook about a year ago. And, sat-nav, no, not until it came free with my telephone. I thought, oh, right, great. See, I even called it a telephone, that's how So, when I got sat-nav on that, I thought to myself, all right, I'll use this now. Now, I've always been one of these blokes. I'm one of these men. I don't get lost. Yeah, I can read a map. I can navigate. Yeah, don't worry. I know where I'm going. I don't stop and ask for directions or anything. Yeah, and I used the sat-nav once. And I'm hooked. I love it. What I love doing is, because it's the Google Maps one I've got on my phone, I like to drive through Wales, listen to it pronounce all the villages that we're going through. So whenever I go home, I turn it on. I know the way, but I turn it on anyway. And we're going, "Oh, now turn right into Merthyr Tydfil." And, it basically gets a bit silly like that. But I reckon there should be regional sat-nav. This is an invention I've come up with, right? Regional sat-nav. Okay, I think that when you drive from one end of the country to the other, the accent should change as you're going through places. I think that would be really, really interesting, and because I know that Rod Gilbert makes all Welsh people look irate and obsessed with TOG ratings, but at the end of the day, we're not. Welsh people are really laid back. Yeah, if ever you go to South Wales, Welsh people don't give a shit. Yeah, and basically. This is a true story now. When I was a teenager, back in the 80s, there was a news report, and it stuck in my head so much because it just showed how laid back Welsh people were. And they had this incident in Cardiff Airport, and the aeroplane was going on the runway. It went off the runway, it went into the trees, and the wing fell off. And they're interviewing this fella and his wife, and they said, well, so Mr. Jones, let's be stereotypical, yeah? So Mr. Jones, what happened? And he said, well, we're going down the runway. Next thing you know, we went off onto the grass, into the trees, and the wing fell off. And I turned to the wife and I said, something's not right, dear love. And that is a true story. That is a true story. So and that's how laid back Welsh people are. So if you had a Welsh sat-nav, yeah, and you were driving through Wales, it would go like this. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Oh, it's nice houses around here. You can turn... No, you missed it. Forget there'll be another one in a minute. Don't worry. We'll get there. You know? And then as you went through the country, you know, you'd get to like Somerset, and it'd be like that. It'd be like, you know, oh, right then, shall we go down here now? You know, and when you get to London, it'd be like, you fucking wanker. You know, and you get to Scotland. When you get to Scotland, it's gone past 9 o'clock. You know, your sat-nav will want to fight because it'll be pissed. It'll be saying, "Hey, master, it's fucking 8 now." Nah. So, you know, but the other one I want to invent as well is old people sat-nav. I reckon there should be, when you're driving along like that. Used to be fields, yeah? I used to play here as a child. And it would be really cool, you know? Now, I don't like driving anymore. I don't know how many of you drive. You probably aren't, none of you are old enough, well, some of you, but driving used to be fun. Yeah, I'm 42 now, and driving used to be fun. You used to say, oh, I'll go and have a drive. And you drive along, and there would be hardly anything on the road, and you'd get to where you were going, and it would be a really nice day out. But now, it's just full of fucking people getting in the way. Because basically, you go out on the roads now and you go, fuck's sakes, what's he stopped for? And why is it, how many of you here are learning to drive? Any of you youngsters here learning to drive now? But the thing is, right, when you're learning to drive, you use the indicators, because you have to. Why is it? Where's the rule that says, we've passed the test now, fuck it, I don't need to use them anymore? It's true. People just don't use them. They just stop in the road. But basically, one of the things that really pisses me off about driving is horses. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I am very respectful. I always, whenever I see horses on the road, I always slow down and beep my horn about 5 times just to let them know I'm there. Okay? Because, you know, it's very dangerous on them horses. So basically, yeah, I'm going to round up there because I'm kind of running out of stuff. I've got a cure for your bowel movement problem. Just doing this. I don't have that. You know that shit break that you were on about? I had 3 today. No one else coming here. I'm telling you. Absolutely shitting myself. Anyway, right, and I'll leave it there if you don't mind, because like I've got my virginity broken, and like most virginities when they get broken, I'm absolutely exhausted now. So thank you very much for listening. I'm Gareth James. Good night.
Wow, I wish my virginity was broken in style and prowess like that. Well done, mate. James, everyone! It was bloody good. Right, who's texted in some jokes?